working, and we are live, which is good and reassuring. It's been a while since I pressed that button. Tom, I know that your command didn't work because, well, it played in my ear, so I had to hear it. Hello, Ossa.
Now
So
you listen here.
we have
He's
Tom,
not the Messiah.
Ossa,
He's
Eliza,
a very
Kryara,
naughty boy.
Danielle,
Now go away.
and Rachel. Sorry, Hell. I will get it right eventually. Oh, and a Zaphod. Hey, Zaphod. That is not how you spell charity. Oh dear. What have I done? What have I done? I'll fix it. Probably. What have I done? Create a dashboard. Wait for it. For cherry. Thanks. Charity. Done. Fixed. I fixed the thing. Look, go me. I fixed the thing. Oh, and I'm in cinematic mode. There. Thanks, Tom. You're the best. Welcome back, Danielle. How was adulting? It didn't take... I mean, you only did it for a short period. Now it's gone. Over. No more adulting for the rest of time. Hey, Queen. Let's see. Oh, it's a scary time outside. So we're going to go sleep. Because I don't like the monsters. Oh. Okay, so we have a new redemption from Ozza. Because he wants some useful information. So... Tommy Lee Jones and Vice President Al Gore were freshman roommates at Harvard. The more you know. And Bames has redeemed word ban with the word shulker. Okay, Google. Set a timer for 30 minutes.
Okay, 30 minutes. Starting now.
Thanks. Please stop your shit. Yes, Wi-Fi behave. Does that work? Wait, was that actually useful? I want a refund. No, useless information. That wasn't useful. How is knowing that Tommy Lee Jones and Al Gore were Harvard freshmen together useful? Hi. Yeah. So I'm working on stuff today for my Great Ormond Street fundraising thing, which is an amazing charity. If you do exclamation mark GOSH, GOSH, Great Ormond Street Hospital, some information will come up with links, hopefully. It's a new thing. I'm hoping that I haven't done it wrong. So we have to test all the commands and check all the links work. Now, if you look at the spreadsheet, which I will open up myself so I can see what I'm talking about, there is various different challenges that people can give me for set donation amounts. So a £5 donation allows you to choose a challenge from that £5 list. There's also a £25 donation list, which I'm not expecting anything yet because I haven't got many challenges there. But this list will grow over time, and you guys can obviously stack them if you wish. Although I'm hoping that people don't work out particularly painful ways of stacking them. But one of those ones on the £5 donation is Diamond Be Gone. So I want to make a machine that destroys diamonds. Well, I don't want to make a machine that destroys diamonds, but it's kind of necessary. Boop, 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 boop. So the plan is, let's put light trim wings and all the other stuff on, to have lava here and a drop chute coming down and a chest here. So if I put in, hang on, bear with, a trap chest here, I can put a diamond in, and then when I close the chest, it will allow it to be sucked out into a dropper, which needs to spit it out, shoot it up and down, and all the other stuff. Let's remove the lava for now, because that seems like a bad idea. We'll head up top, mine down the front, and fill it back in a way that I want to fill it in. Whoop. I have some resources, not a huge number. What on earth are you doing over there? I didn't make it. Close, but I didn't make it. Hello. Oh. That's a coincidence. He's selling droppers. I have droppers. To be honest, I'm not that worried about the mini blocks. Hi. I don't want to kill you. I just want to push you off the edge so that you die. You know.
Bumblebee has arrived!
Hey, Bree.
Yes!
I might have changed your text slightly to say Bree has emerged from the woods to join us, which makes not that much sense. However, it is your name, unlike Bumblebee, which is no longer your name, and it confuses me. So I've changed that. Hopefully that's okay. We could also change the wording on it, but that's down to you. Oh yeah, I actually came up here to go over all this. Ouch, my face. This way. Yeah, feedback and ideas about the Great Ormond Street fundraiser would be amazing. I need to count blocks. I forgot to count the blocks. That's fine, makes me sound mysterious. Okay. Right, so on this, I have it going all the way to the top for some reason. Which it shouldn't be. It should be 1, 2, 3 blocks from. Yep. So if we take this out, we'll take this slither away and then we can build behind it. I think. I have a cunning plan. I also have no idea whether my donation alerts are working for Just Giving, which is a little bit of a pain. So if you donate and it doesn't pop up on the screen, let me know. Right, we have dump, 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 dump. But this is going to be something going forward for until I think the end of March. So it's going to be a long-term charity thing. Technical term for it. Thing. I need 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like so. Like that. Would this be the same plan we tried last time, and the time before that, and the 16 times before that? I don't recall having a plan before. What are you talking about? Oh. It needs to be polished here, and then, and then, with that. What plan? What's the charity for? So it's Great Ormond Street Hospital that looks after sick kids, and it's in London, not far from where I live, actually. So if you click on the, I'll do the command for you. Boop. The first one that says justgiving.com/fundraising/Zack the Dragon. There should be links for more information, but we can add more in the future. Today is just the first day. The rest of our lives. No, of campaign. That's what I meant. Right, that'll be the chest. Which goes, if I have a dropper pointing this way, yeah, that'll work. So 1 dropper. Have a hopper going in. Block there. I have water carrying it back here. Just needs to flow across and up. This be the back block, so technically come up here. Does mean we'd need ice here and a bubble elevator here, which is all relatively doable, surprisingly enough. Can you give in dollars or only pounds? I think it's just pounds, but as it uses PayPal, you can it'll translate the amounts for you. Cunning plan, Blackadder reference, right? Yes. Never expect us to do the same thing we've done in the last 18 times. Also, Blackadder reference, unless I'm confusing. Oh no, that's probably about right. Yeah, so you can give US dollars. I can't, but I can't remember whether it translates it before or after. We are testing. However, our test will help an amazing charity, so it's a good thing to trust. Let's see. It'll be packed ice there. I'll want, let's do, I should really be lining this with some brick so I know not to break in. Boop, boop. We'll go same here. I did a couple glass there. Yeah. I know what I'm doing. Thank you, Tom. Right, I have an exit here. So, soul sand. It doesn't convert it, it just uses the UI to show a $sign instead. On the donation screen, but not necessarily in the fundraiser. So I'm not sure, frankly. Hopefully we can find out, but we can also adjust things if needed. So I could say, you know, £5 or $6 or whatever it works out as. So there are alternatives and ways around it. Soul sand? Oh, soul sand. Oh well, I wanted ice. That was the main thing I came in for. One packed ice. Bucket would be nice. Got those and kelp, of which we have loads in. No, here, never mind. We have one. I'll do. And some signs. I said some signs. I knew I made some previously. Sorry, previously. Glass. I'm going to have one of those days where I keep remembering something that's not with me that I kind of need. That is going to be the pattern of the day, I'm sure. But luckily, I'm working on something in the base. So, worst case scenario, it causes me to travel from here to over there. Hey, Mo. There's a button. There. Oh, and one at it. Cryara, who's also in chat. Well, with a chatter. I didn't grab my hoppers, but never mind. Let's not do that. Boom, boom, boom. And we'll mine this out. Try and line it with some benzo. Hi, Mo. Tommy. Now I'm thinking of Tommy as in the character. Is it The Who film? Boop and boop a doop. I did kind of forget to grab. Wait, what did I forget? Oh, water for the bucket, but I've got an ice block. So you can figure it out. Boop, 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 boop. Across here. So it will be. That. Water will be coming up here and along. So because we want to make sure you can't see anything but stone, we'll do that and that, and sure, we'll do it back here as well, and there. And because I'm cheap, I don't want to waste things. Got that, and we'll fill this in like so. Right, one ice block becomes one water source, one bucket. There we go. Break these. Place those. Realise it's really, really dark in here. And I probably should have lit it up, but I can't now. Right, water goes up there, which will flow out to the front. We place one sign up there. And we dig down. Then it's a matter of... That goes there and that goes there. One packed ice beneath. I want bone meal. I forgot bone meal. So I am work lurking. It's okay, Crow. I would just appreciate what we can get. Hi. Most of the time I have my speakers turned all the way down. Okay. Remember not to shout. Probably turned down for a reason. Don't want boss hearing me. Your new Eat Zach channel point redemption could use a comma. Eat Zach. You can eat me if you like. Sounds might not be working for donations. Oh. Did you... Bear with. Wowzer. Okay. I sent the donation. Koi, thank you. Did it pop up on screen? If it popped up and didn't make a noise, that'd be interesting. Mine did, but no sound. Okay. Ooh. Beautiful.
Dr. Scott! Janet! Rocky!
Hey, Rocky.
Dr. Scott! Janet! Rocky!
Yeah, I'm just trying to have a look at it and figure it out. So it says £24 by 2 supporters. I've got to figure this out. This is really scary and difficult while I'm streaming. Hi. No, I didn't use my Twitch name. Yeah, it should still... Your fundraising. Donations. Ah. Also, £5. Ooh, £1.25 gift aid. And anonymous, $25. Okay. Thank you. Also, hey Wolfie. It's certainly... So, I now need to know whether it popped up on screen. If so, I've got to figure out how to make a noise if it didn't make one. Because I can see that donations were definitely made. And I've got a list of them. £5 by Ozza, which means Ozza probably wants to choose something. Please go ahead. I saw a pop-up for me. Okay. Option 10. Option 10. Hang on. Keep me in suspenders. Off with a bang. Replace rockets with a stack of fireworks.
Well, look what the rocket dropped off. It's
Hey,
TP.
That sounds like a pain. And welcome, Ostopia. So I need fireworks. And thank you very much for that follow. Which I believe is as simple as... Nope. Nope. Try one that's not... No. No. Ah.
Zach is a cutie.
Hey, Daniel.
Pass it on.
And Bill. Welcome. Should be something like these plus fireworks rock, but not plus. It's not that simple. It's crafting firework charge, which is fire charge plus gunpowder, I believe. So we'll take that, fireplace that, and that in a crafting. Oh dear, I might need to learn how to make firework rockets. Or firework stars. Right. So, fireworks star. What I need. Ingredients, gunpowder, matching dye, extra ingredient. Oh. So if we just grab... You need paper too. Yes, but not in the... It's not a fire charge. It's a firework star, which is different. Trying to activate the challenge. It's not clear how to. So it's just something you tell me in chat. So it should be £25, but we can do donations as well, which does mean that us British get a little bit of a handicap, but we can do that. So just shout in chat what you'd like, Koi, and we'll do it. Hey, Armadan. Wow, the people, you guys are amazing. Thanks for turning up. So we want... Oh, so it's just gunpowder and a dye for a star. For a firework star. Gotcha. Which case, if I grab... Let's give you a tall flower. We'll take a full stack of blue orchids, that'll be fine. Take a load of light blue. You can have light blue firework star. Confusing. And then we take a stack of gunpowder and a stack of paper. Kill 5 zombies with your bare hands, no harm and no food. Oh, okay. Please. Let me copy and paste that into a document and I will catch up with it in a moment. Because first off, I have to do Oz's request. My partner just started dialysis at home. Oh, sorry, with her. It's nice to see you. One thing to make a star. First, firework, annoying, don't show up in the crafting recipes. Yeah. But you make the star first was the bit that I had to remember. Because all it is a gunpowder and a colour. We want a stack of paper. Let's see. 1, 2. 2 stacks of sugarcane, which means I can do at least a stack of paper. And we'll take... and use... crafting recipe book thing. So, firework charge. See if this actually works. Oh! Would help if I made paper first. What a noob. That's good, she was having to have it at least at the unit, so more going there than 3 times. Wow. 3 times a week is very often. Yeah, I can imagine that. Sucks. Okay, so that's Oz's redemption, which was replace rockets with a stack of fireworks. So we'll offload my regular rockets and the 2 extra stacks I've got in case someone else redeems them. Still at work, I'll be popping in and out. Well, it's nice to have you whenever we can. I'm done. I love that Minecraft science. Make a firework star by putting a dye together with gunpowder. Also, hi. Hey, Cosmic. And I like that emote. Let's see, we have my nice rockets can go in there. And we'll throw 2 stacks in like this. And then let's see what happens. I don't want to go that way because I might hurt the zombie. Ow! Yep, that could get annoying. Right, that's 1 stack of rockets sorted. I need to go through another 63 of them. Ow! Let me in. 63 more to go. Right. So, Koi's request is to kill 5 zombies with your bare hands, no armor, no food. Which is... hang on. That is... Zach has to remove 1 piece of armor for 5 minutes, so we take off 3 of those. Hand to hand, which is one of those, and no food. Wait, do we have a no food one? Oh, that's the no armor. Oh, I see. Koi, that's only 1 redemption. You've got another 4. This is going to be painful, isn't it? Just throw everything in here. We'll go find a zombie. Or as I like to call it, a zombert. So we need to kill 5 zombies with bare hands, no armor, no food. We can do that. What time of day is it? Midday. So if we head over to... We could just wait until night time and do it up around here, but it does mean I've got to somehow offload my inventory upstairs. Can I use them at another time? Yes. However, I would encourage people not to do it stacked, like not with a delay, because it's really difficult for me to keep on top of it. But I can make a note that Koi has 4 redemptions. There we go. I will need a chest because I need to head up to the top, take off my armor, and I might as well grab... Nope. Nope. One of these. Sorted. Out the door, and we're off. Ow! Damn it! Stupid firework rockets. Oh, and I can't. Of course, I can't quite make it to the top. Ow! This is gonna get quite annoying. Thanks, Ozar. Right, this looks like a reasonable place. I'm gonna put a bed down. Chest. Set spawn. I give up. Refuses to let me donate. I'm sorry, Bree. Hey, I didn't come up with it. That's on you. Alright. It's good cause, though. Have to admit. Right. Don't really want these seeds. They can clear off. While we're waiting for sun to set, let's go play some carpet. Because it's the sort of thing... Yeah, another explosion. The sort of thing that I can stop at any moment, as opposed to getting confused in the middle of redstone. Boop. Oh look! Some I made earlier. Actually, I don't need quite that much. Let's just go with... Go up. Blast protection armor might be in order. Well, until someone decides that the donation will remove it. Yep. That is also a thing. Any regrets? No. Great charity. What are you working on today? Well, we will be making machines to destroy diamonds. But I don't want to be working on that right now because I'm waiting for sunset. And this allows me to be outside where I'll notice when it gets dark. And I can fly over to fight some zombies with my bare hands. I have to kill 5 of them with no armor, no food. This could go terribly wrong. See if we can do it without dying. Once it's time. But yeah, I have 2 machines that I want to build. And if anyone donates to the diamond donation before it's built, then there's a bit of a problem. Or you'll have to wait. You can either change your mind, which I would probably prefer. Or you'll have to wait until the machine's built. But these donations aren't just a thing for today. I'm hoping to do this all the way through till March when the geek out for Great Ormond Street ends. There'll be an ongoing thing, you know, occasional donations, and it slowly tick up, and people can have some fun. That, and if I did it as one big event, my brain would be overloaded very quickly. I mean, from 2 donations, it was overloaded. Oh, there's 3 donations. Hi, Zayford. Oh. I wonder whether you donated before or after you said about the armour being taken off. Because £10 does mean 2 pieces of armour, potentially. In which case, I know where I'm going. Looked like it might be one of the more difficult challenges. It might be. But also one of the most fun, surely. Because who doesn't like beating up mobs with... I just said a zombie. Good timing while I'm talking about them. Did you test the spider web fall? No, not yet. We will be testing that once the machine's done. So the idea is it'll be dropping a fair way into lava, and I can put some cobwebs for the last few blocks. I saw Rocky's alert. Wait, there was a Rocky alert? Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you, Rocky. You're amazing. Oh. And you're going to have to let me know what you want. I'm going to have to make another spreadsheet. Ugh. Oh. Thank you. Successful. I had donated before, but hadn't decided what to choose. Okay. I will make a note. Rocky. 5. ZF. Zayford, not ZF. 2. Yeah, Koi 4, Rocky 5. There. That makes sense. That's where's my bed? Forget which side. Ow! Not that side. Over here. Ow! What's a word ban? What? Was that a word ban already? It was. It was shulker. Right, if I land around here... No, that's a creeper. Creepers don't count. I can use my sword on creepers. Ow! Right. As I was trying to say. Everything comes off. I mean, technically I could keep my sword on me and fight other things, but... Another word ban? Is that a redemption for Gosh? Or you mean... We'll see. We've got quite a few other things to go on. I need to find 5 zombies. Oh, and while I'm not allowed to take food, also probably not a good idea to take a tote of undying, and I am allowed to start with full health. Right. Let's see if we can do this. You've only been on 37 minutes. Yep. Bames is right on it. Hey, zombie! Ah! Free! With the gas sound. Thank you. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you... Do you want to bring any friends with you? Wow, these are more punches than I was anticipating. Oh, that was bad. No. I don't want to fight you, spider. Leave me alone. This is really difficult. Yeah, lots of zombies, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I could technically cheat and pin myself in so that they can't reach me, but I can reach them. It's a lot of zombies. We have one so far. Yep, and we're just getting more and more of them, aren't we? I might regret and need to change this slightly. Ow! Right. How do I kill 4 more of these guys? Oh, the bat scared me. There's 100 punches for the apparently. No! No! Don't let me die. I want to get more kills. Well, that didn't work. Ow! Zombie not being helpful. Right, into the water. Ha! I found a flaw to their attack. At least until a skeleton comes over and decides to shoot me. This is taking too long. You could bait them with Skelly Ridge. I could. But that's not really one-on-one. I could also use a strength beacon. Or at least a strength potion. You got too close there. I don't like it. I see Zach. Hey, Dum. King. One of you must be low by now. This is ridiculous. Hey, two down. Thank you for this, Koi. Really appreciate it. I should have chosen one. No! No! Leave me alone. Oh! Well, that was hardly fair, was it? 2 down and 3 more to join the party. That's right. I've got you where I want you now. Oh, well, they've got a fight on. Oh, well, that's just rude. Oh, he's still after me. Oh, 3! Does it count if... Oh, no, they get their health refreshed when they turn into drowned. Nice shovel. At least we haven't got skeletons anymore. 4! Right. Excuse me, sir. You look vulnerable. This is actually rather difficult. This is fun to watch. Yeah. That's 5, right? That's 5. That's me done. I can get out of here now with just 2 deaths. Yay! Excuse me? I got a job to do. You, sir. Oh, I should also be careful because I'm low on health and, Oh! Drowned head. Ooh! Gold! Ooh! This is so much easier. What was that all for? For a donation. For a wonderful cause. Cool. Great Ormond Street. String, thank you. And, oh, hello. Thanks. This is a great redemption. I'm glad you think so. Also, you know, well worth... How much time did that take me? Quite a while. That's mine. Let's equip my armor. Right, do we have any more redemptions to be redeemed currently? While I figure out my inventory slots. 4 and... There. That's my exploding rockets. And some... Oh no! I'm going to have to replace that one, aren't I? You got a drowned head? I did. Well worth it. Hello. Are you dying? Ha! Whee! Ow! Thanks, Ozza. Right. Any more redemption, or can I get on with destroying diamonds? Sounds like a terrible idea. Oh, that was actually quite smooth. And to replace that one I let off. There you go, Ozza. You're very well. It's a good course. Ooh. Also, whilst doing that, I was sitting at a funny angle and I've just realised that I wasn't letting the blood flow through my foot correctly. Oops. See, we need some repeaters. Those are dropper. Oh, one more ice. Just use this one. And a soul sand. Oh, bone meal. So I'm dumb in answer to your question. I'm trying to raise some money for Great Ormond Street. So we have a new system where people can donate and then redeem challenges. So if I do the command for you, like so, I'm doing it manually still. It's a new thing. We're only testing it at the moment, and there is likely to be issues and problems, which we will have to figure out. Dumb! Rocky's seen you. Oh, it's a little bit wet round here. Oh, did I need my glass in the chest in storage? Just a normal stream then, Zach. Where I explode regularly. It's probably all I need. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Probably. Did I put the dropper down? I did. Dropper's down. This is going to be a lot of back and forth, I promise.
Psst, Zach. It's battle time.
Good point, Rocky. I'll say that again. Good point, Rocky. I like that pan. We do have stream readers to do. And it is loaded up, even if my computer refuses to accept that. And we're on a 4 difficulty. It was part of the reason why I was holding back from starting, because I wanted lots of people to be here so that when I click start battle, it's not just me. I really need you guys. So please follow the link and field troops. Please. I'm fielding a paladin. That's how determined I am to win. Follow that link. Field troops be amazing, like Rocky is with the Pride Unicorn. Good choice. Oh, I'm now in extreme close up. Right. Bone meal. That's all done. And we need 1 soul sand to go underneath all there. Which we can get from Red Wing? Not Red Wing, Orange Wing. Sorry, dumb, not a thing yet. It's in the works. Trying to brainstorm ideas. Been struggling. Like, I don't know what to do. No. Wasted soul sand. But again, if you have an idea, let me know. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait until my brain's functioning. Boop. Dump, 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 dump. And wait for it. One goes there. Break it like a soul. Now, technically, I'm probably better off doing the redstone over this way. It's not interfering with my path. You promised disappointment and you did not fail. Exactly. So, Dumb said that Dumb wanted me to surprise and come up with a sub sound on my own. To which I said, so you want the boyfriend experience where I disappoint you. Gotcha. And did I do as promised? Yes, I did. Which is not so much of a disappointment, I suppose. Let's see. We have a redstone dot. And step back to here. Then we can place block. And 1 dust on top. Should mean that shoots out and then falls down. Perfect. Pick up my kelp. What we're going to want is some black glass, some lava, and some... So lava goes there. We want some black glass, which I have in the chest over here. Put it down there, I'm sure of it. Right. Black stained glass. I was right. Woohoo! And I'll take some ink. To make a little bit more black glass, because we use plenty of it. And finally, I will want cobwebs. So the theory being, if we have diamonds and someone wants me to throw it in, it goes into this chest. So we'll pretend this is 1 diamond. And as soon as you release that, it would go into the dropper if I had a hopper. Damn it! Ow! I forgot about the fireworks. Right, 1 hopper. Wow, those donates are a bit small on screen. Wait, are they? We can make it, but did it happen? Did it happen again? Cosmic Dancer? Wow. The redemption that keeps on redeeming. It'd be so tiny. Okay. I will have to fix that, but I don't know how to fix it in stream. £30. Right, Cosmic. 6 redemptions? Technically, or 125 and a 5, whichever wish to be. Incredibly generous. Thank you. Go away, sir. We don't want to buy your services. You want to buy my wares. This is the redemption that keeps on redeeming. So in theory, I'm going to end up wasting some of this black glass, but because I need to do that. Break all this one. And then... Oh yeah, I just threw it into the chest, didn't I? Don't know why I threw it into the chest. So that would shoot up and end up in there. So again, one kelp, just a test block, shoots up, comes along, drops down. But rather than dropping straight into the lava, what I wanted to do was have cobweb there, possibly there, and we'll see whether how long it takes for it to get through the cobweb. So you can watch it agonizingly get close to the lava and eventually die. They do be so tiny. I can't help it. Let me change my screens over. And while you're watching that slowly get towards lava, I will have a quick look on my Just Giving OBS stuff. Where it wants me to log in. He logged in. See, alert box. Edit. How big's your message font size? Test alert. Hello? When you received... Wow. That's a lot of donations so far. You guys... Guys are surprising me. You're amazing. See, I can fix things somehow. Center on screen and then test alert. Oh, so it appears at the top. Audio URL. Ah, so I can play an audio sound. Ow! Don't kill me. That's really rude. Right. Can someone in chat tell me whether or not the I'm assuming the kelp made it to the lava. I'm going to hide under here, where it's relatively safe, as I go to resound and get a ding. Something like that would do. Probably. Bear with. Yep, kelp is toasty. Ah, it did. Perfect. How do I... So, it's asking me to give a URL for an MP3, which I'm assuming I can do, but I'm not entirely sure how. Zaphod, you're an amazing person. Could you perchance give me a URL for an MP3 file? Please. That would work, or would sound right, or good. if that's a problem, just shout and chat, and I can figure it out. But what I need is a URL, so freesound.org/ file.mp3. Which I can't see how to do. I need a URL, not a page. URL for MP3. Yes. That's what Just Giving's asking for. Right, it's nighttime and time to sleep. No redemptions, if that's okay. Just wanted to be nice. I feel like you have enough to do already. Cosmic, that's incredibly kind of you. Thank you. No redemption requested. There. Done. Go back. Need to question existence. Done. I want to give you a hug. But there's nothing new there. Oh, slime ball. That'll do for testing. I think that works as a diamond one. Technically, it could work for a diamond block as well, but kind of hoping to do something more interesting with the diamond block. Namely, TNT. Boop. It didn't work. Why? What didn't work? Huh? What do you do?
Shaylin is here, now, with less doom.
Hey, Shaylin. Nice new command. Go on, let's throw... Nope. It's a bit laggy going down. But it worked. Yes, love it. Woohoo! Did something and it worked. Also, that slime will end up in lava. Yeah, I think it might be a little slower than it needs to be. I'm kind of tempted to remove the bottom one, because that's long enough staring and watching it before it falls into lava. We'll largely be lurking while working today, though. Nice, it's nice to have you. Hey, Scout, welcome. Always enjoy the stream. Got to go real life calling. Happy birthday. Thank you, Koi, for coming, and thank you for those donations. Catch you later. So it does go in, but it's less dramatic than I think if we just get rid of that. Do Oh. Yeah. That's a little bit more acceptable because it doesn't take too long to go through one, but you can watch it before it hits the lava. And there can be no doubt that it would be a diamond. Rimworld wife. How you doing, Scout? Yeah, it's more like 15 to 20 seconds. Yeah, I think that's enough. Adulting can be a pain sometimes. Oh, can't it just? So I'm lurking so much adulting to do. Ugh. On the bright side, Massa is working on an addition to Lyfcraft. I've never used Lyfcraft and I feel ashamed to admit that. Let me go to... I was figuring out with... Oh, I can search Giphy. Oh, embed. No, that's not what I want. I want a MP3 file. how to figure it out later. I'll wait to watch tab mess it up. I mean, use it, yes. Use it might be the right word. Oh. I have a possible URL for MP3, I think. Just something so I could test it would be appreciated. Whether you want to send it in Discord or put it straight in the chat, I can give you a permit for chat if you need. Yeah, that's another good point, Scout. What are they adding? Or what's Massa adding? So, Massa is an incredibly talented modder who does stuff for Minecraft, and he makes Light Matica. It's like, you know, that thing that so many people use, and it's massive? Yeah, that's just Massa. On top of making it, he does other mods as well. How? Link in Discord. Thanks. That doesn't give me a URL for just the MP3. That's a URL to the page. And I need a URL to a particular MP3. Alright. So it needs to be, you know, web domain / something .mp3. So, excuse me. Did I miss any good derping? Nothing particular apart from fighting zombies with the bare hands and rockets that explode. Oh yeah, Zach, I got a peppermint bomber last stream. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, also got a skin as well. Right, hopefully no one redeems any of those anytime soon. But, you know, if they wish to. What's there for? And I want to do the same sort of thing on this side, except different. Which makes no sense at all. Shoezilla with a raid of 27. Welcome, raiders. Trying to welcome people. That scared the bejeebus out of me. That was, yeah, terrifying. Welcome, Shoezilla. How was your stream? I know you were playing Minecraft. I saw. I couldn't pop in, unfortunately. Aethusia, hello. Sia, welcome. Chabu, Shoerate, yep. Shoezilla, wow. Wait, who's a most of those? Those yours? I like them. Brady Mo's, nice. Welcome, Raiders. Gotta plays. Welcome, everyone. And hello, Aladar. Also, my name's Nathan. That will confuse me, Eighth. But I will try. I can try. I am certainly very trying. Stampy vibes. I don't know what that means. Is it Stampy long nose? Not that high pitched noise normally, apart from when I'm jumped on by slimes. Thank you for all those follows. That's incredibly appreciated. Shoezilla, how was the stream? Another. Wait, hardcore? Were you doing hardcore recently? My brain's gone. It's been a difficult day. So difficult. I haven't even started with my tea yet. Everyone calls me Nathan, so you get used to it. Okay, it's alright. We have a Danielle in our community whose name looks nothing like Danielle. Still confuses me. No, I didn't mean like high pitched. I meant like you just give me that vibe. Oh, okay. Like, well, when I think of Stampy, that's the thing that sticks in my brain the most. I have no polished block. Like the chill vibe. Ah, I'll take that. Thank you very much. I'll try and be chilled. We're here just to have fun playing Minecraft. And watch me fail at things. which is fun for you, right? Hopefully. Now today is the first day with a new donation thing that I'm running, which is trying to raise money for GOSH, which is Great Ormond Street Hospital. And people have been donating, so there are a few things that are going a little bit weird so far. And to say the word, do we have a word? We've done a word ban already. That was successful. One of the redemptions was Ozza forced me to use rockets that explode. Still don't know who Danielle is. Danielle. Q Queen. No, Mummy. Yeah, I know how to say it. Oh, yep. That is an MP3 file. Or MP3 sound. Thank you, Zaphod. You're amazing. Let me see if I can figure things out. Bear with. I'm also playing around with my notifications. Okay, that does look better. Can I? No. Save. I'm just going to test the donation thing. Alert box, test alert. Okay, so that works. Oh my God, got treated when she was younger. Oh. Go get some dinner. Enjoy your luck, enjoy your food. Take care, Shuzilla. Thank you, Zayford. That did seem to work quite nicely. I'm not bullying you, Nathan. It's fine. See, I want these, I want those. Head down. No, Ah! Okay, that's going to make me jump every time. It's not an open server. This is Lyfcraft, which is an invite-only content creator server, which I'm lucky enough to be a member of.
Zach is a cutie. Pass it on.
Thanks, Danielle. If you have a different sound you prefer, I should be able to find it from a web page it's on. I shall send to you. That one. Thanks. Oh, Rocky runs over to chat for a cuddle. Good. Did a great job. Thank you very much. This is my little base on the Lyfcraft server. And when I say little, it's not that little. It's quite big and a lot of hard work. But totally worth it. It's fine. I do it. Ask how anyone shoot a stream. By the way, I'm a mod. I swear I'm not this big. Yeah, we're quite a... I think we have a very nice community here. I'm very lucky. And bullying is not something I would ever tolerate. I do it sometimes to my mods, but they know that I don't mean it. I mean, once I have accused one of my mods of being just a mod. She knew I didn't mean it. Oh. Boop, boop, boop. I'm going to leave a little bit round the entrance to the spider farm. Boop, boop, boop. Which will help me find it, which I've been struggling with lately. Yep, the hug command is working nicely. Oh, I must remember, I made tea before I started streaming, an hour ago. It's rather cold. Thank you, Dum. I know. It is cold and disappointing. Let's see, let's head to storage. Now there are a few of the not channel point redemptions, a few of the donation redemptions. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how they work. Look, time to finish getting ready for work. Have a great social at 3:30. Ooh. It's not the time for a social. It's the time for... No, that's weird. I should let that storage run. I have too much junk. For now, let's figure out what we're doing with regards to item destruction. So, if we have a dispenser here and a dispenser here, I want... Just gotta think this through. Can we do it in a 3 wide? This is going to be a diamond block destruction, which is annoying and stupid. Nothing worse than cold and disappointing tea. Well, there probably is, but still. Nothing could ever be as bad as cold tea. Alright, I made a cup of chai at the start of lunch. It's lukewarm. Lukewarm is still better than cold. And I could technically microwave it, but that seems a bit wrong. I would like, I know this might seem silly, an area where I have a diamond block fall down and sit in a puddle of water. If I had to... Oh. Going to be back and forth a lot today, trying to figure out what I'm doing, because I haven't pre-planned. I drink iced tea all the time. Yeah, but iced tea is different. You plan for it to be cold in the first place, which makes it acceptable. Oh wow, we're pretty low on endstone. In fairness, we can pop to the end without too much difficulty, but still. And we'll take some ice. Boop. Not that one. No, I'm going the wrong way. Am I going the wrong way? Blue corridor. So if we have water in... I can't do it 3 by 3. Then I'm not lining the wall, which is a problem. We could potentially have... the same as that side, with water at the bottom for the diamond block to sit in, and then on a timer before TNT comes down. Which would work. It would be best to do it at the same height. So let's knock this stuff out. Go down here. One lovely stone cutter for polished blackstone stairs. Do we need an epic for this? Well, it wouldn't be a bad idea, Scout. And Scout is talking about Stream Raiders, a little game we play on the side. So, grab. Dump, dump, dump. If water goes in here, we need to make sure we line it. A castle. We'll be going all the way up. The diamond block would fall down. Let's fill this bit in because we don't technically need... This is a nice block.
It's time to battle.
Is it? Oh, it is time to battle. Thank you very much, Wolfie. Less than 10 seconds. Okay, let's switch scenes. This is Stream Raiders, a little game we play on the side. That's a lot of people who play troops. That's amazing. Where we click start battle and hope that the troops that we've fielded in the last 30 minutes beat the 17 that are on the field. Of which some are scary frozen dinosaurs. I mean, scary frozen dinosaurs. Oh, didn't switch. That's interesting. There we go, manual switch. Wonder why that didn't work. The scene didn't switch. I've changed it now. Hopefully you guys can see now. Sorry. Well, Zaphod was doing well until death happened. These guys are really strong. So when they unfreeze, they take out a lot of our guys very quickly. So it's important to kill them first. Right, rewards going to Shaylin and Wolfie of bonus gold. I got eaten by a dinosaur, I think. Happens to the best of us. So this is an easy grade. We still need lots of troops, but try and save your epics for the next battle, which is the boss fight. And put my archer in here, which can reach plenty of things. And then we see if we switch back. Oh. Apparently my stream deck isn't talking to my OBS. We can manually do it. Just have me complaining about it for a while. I'm a little bit worried that I'll muck this up. Been a while since I played with TNT, and it's problematic at the best of times. Bang! Ow! Thanks, I only have 54 more rockets. 54. Ridiculous. You won't muck this up. You're an MC professional. Yes. And Scout proves that he knows nothing. Play with TNT. Hmm? Yep, we will be. Means a fair bit of digging out back here, but we can manage that. And all the way up. Bump. Oh, I forgot to do this little bit over here. Yeah, nothing significant. I'll place some of this glass in so I don't have to pillar up to do it later. Oh, wow, we've run out of endstone. Where on earth are we going to get more? If only we could get to the end without too much difficulty. Oh, we're at the end. That was easy. I feel like I shouldn't be chopping away from a main island, but no one will notice this little bit. It's not worth taking a trip out. For, what, a stack of endstone? We'll be fine. Also, I need to just double check that I applied those settings. And we'll do font message size 48. Let's just do a test alert, see how it comes up. Yeah, that works better. It's a very long sound. Oh. Hey, Iceland Queen. Thank you, Zaphod, for that new sound. Let's see. Yeah, much better. So that should show a little bit better than it did previously. Right, I was getting endstone. How are you doing, Iceland Queen? It's been a while since I've seen you on the server. I've missed you. Please come back. You've left me alone with the mad people like TP and Ozza and Zaphod. Whoops. Sorry. I just noticed Better late than never. Not been vanilla in the longest. Well, it's not that long since you're on the server. But it's been longer than I would like. I hope to see you again soon. Oh, Zach, whatever you do, don't look at photos right now. I may have posted a picture of the treats I've been making the past couple of days. I know how easily you get hungry. Rocky! You know I can't resist. Oh, I left my bed at the top. I haven't reset my spawn. Oh, might as well use up a couple of these. Ow! 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 We'll eventually be out of the stupid rockets. Oh, I did reset my spawn. That's handy. I need to get back on and do some recording. I have 1 million plans. Don't we all? Finding time. 2 to 3 weeks since I was there. Yeah, 2 to 3 weeks seems like a long time. And sometimes. Let's see. This goes up like that. Oh, sleep actually, because it's too scary to. No, it won't. It's not that scary. I mean, now. Nothing should be spawning around here, which is fine. Oh. Helps if I make a resource that I want to use. But bump bump. I need to get back on it too. Now my PC is better. Your PC is better than mine. Not that my PC is bad. I like my PC. I love it very much and I trust it not to explode. Please, please, don't. Oh, my stream PC is doing well. I have a work PC that got a bit of a noisy fan on the GPU. It's only got a 950. So it's a few years old now. GPU, and it could do with being changed. So my intention is to buy a new graphics card for my streaming PC, and then I can upgrade this streaming PC, leaving my 1050 Ti from here spare to go into my work computer. But I'm returning soon, not to Lyfcraft until the new year, but yeah. Have you pulled me out of Blackstone? No. I've actually been fairly well behaved on Blackstone resources. Relatively, anyway. Flows into there. Right, we need to create an item stream up and across, which means probably wants to be a block higher on this side. So if we have ice here, or packed ice here, we can have a tripwire that activates a dispenser? Or something like that. We'll figure it out. Let's just dig down, straight down. You know, what's the worst that can happen? This hasn't gone as badly as I was expecting. I am pleasantly surprised. Oh, missed the hole. There, perfect, as I was intending. This PC is only better PC because my last one was more of an office PC, so struggled playing Minecraft and recording. Whoa. But most of the time, most PCs can handle Minecraft. It's just a matter of what settings you want to do it on. But recording definitely does add a lot to it. Tick, 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 boom. Nope. None of those. Give me a chest. I want to offload some stuff, so we're just going to put it in here for now. And it can run through the sorter later, when I can be bothered. I have one chest. I need a tripwire, which I thought I put in here. Oh, I did. I did put it in here. So one trap chest. One dropper. One hopper. Some redstone dust. Signs. Packed ice and regular ice. And kelp. Which I had earlier. What? Kelp. Bone meal. Perfect. Nearly. The plan is another trap chest on this side. Which will be like so. We'll go down and make the redstone. Or attempt to make redstone. So this can go back here. Oh, technically on that side, I didn't go that far down, did I? It was like our soul. We need to go to the top, place the ice, go and one dropper going this way. One hopper feeding into it, and then we want our redstone back here. On a 3x3 with a little bit of light above it. Kind of handy. Don't forget to place troops. Good point, Scout. Thank you for reminding people. Boop. We want and a redstone. So one block. And oop and oop. 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 Subtract. So anything in there starts the clock. Item spit out and go up there. Ice the Queen! She is here. Now I can't complain about her not being on, I suppose. Probably her intention. You want to go up to the top and place water. Ow! Not only did I fail to fly, I went black bang. Hi. That's my black. Thanks. We will want one sign. No. Packed ice goes here. Sign can go here. Then if I'm clever, which I'm not, she probably came on to check Blackstone. Quite possibly. If I have a string just there and observer... No, I need to have a dropper here. Is it a dropper or a dispenser? Dispenser. Let's just place this in and figure it out. Put that there. A brick. Oh. Punch it, then it breaks properly. Alright, that'll flow down. We do our kelp at the bottom. With loads of bone meal to grow up nice and tall. Strong. Definitely been on more recently than I have. Yes. Fill that in. Means nothing goes across. Have one. Water. Here. That and that. Oh. Whoops. Probably should have cleared that up first. Oh no, that's a sign. Like that, and like that with subtract mode. So... Oh, I didn't mean that. Oops. I didn't mean to send the gold up, but never mind. Plus, I haven't put soul sand in yet. Hi, bye. Proved the point. I have been online. We have our soul sand. One of those. I did leave 2 on the floor earlier, but they despawned. Rude. Ooh. Alfie has redeemed useless information. Okay. You ready for it? Robin Williams was voted in high school the least likely to succeed. The more you know. Quite funny. How successful was his career and how many films was he in? Yep, voted in high school, least likely to succeed. Which is a really cruel thing to vote on. Yeah, we've given you an award. Oh, what's it for? Is it for my genius? Oh. Yeah, so I did make it up. It's just... Ow! Right, so if we break all that one, put soul sand there, this becomes a bubble elevator. Shooting items up. Just want to cover this up slightly. Oh, how do I cover this up now? Cover up. One there, and one there, so we can place Instone in. I hope you enjoyed your useless information. Now I've been online and checked my shop. No sales in 3 weeks. But people have been busy. I can also have a dispenser pointing down here, and I just need to power it somehow. So a simple torch now would work. Let's see, one. Ow! Dispense. Oh goodness, I was opposite. Comparing my lifetime earnings would be depressing. Yeah, yeah. I can see that. What did I come in for? Oh, I have one dispenser. That is not enough. I have some cobble and some redstone, which is all I think I need for a dispenser. Now, that's all I need for a dropper. A dispenser is sticks and string. String. And sticks. For a bow, obviously. I like the firework rockets. It's a nice slow burn. And I just wasted 2. There we go. Remind me not to hold rockets when I'm indoors. One of those. Dispenser. Then, if we grab a load of... Well, I say a load of. Some of those, that'll be enough. We'll need a button of some kind of observers or something. Figure it out. You like slow burns, does that mean that young Zaphod plays it safe? Can I get some of that stuff? Because it's actually not that useless. Thanks. Item goes in there. What I need is a button of some kind. Would it be a bad thing to put a button on the wall back here? We could have a torch tower going up. Thank you very much for the follow. Let's go with... I have to do a bit of temporary work over here. Into a block. A torch. And yes, it is going to be very dark in here while I'm doing this. I'm sorry. Boop, and... One torch, which makes the room very dark when it's turned off. A torch that lights us up. It's quite safe in here. Is that a reference to the short story scale? I'm assuming to admit. I don't know it either. Oh, Douglas Adams. Oh, sorry. Wow. Oh. It'd be really nice if this torch tower happens to line up where I want it to. It's unlikely. It's probably going to be the wrong way around. But we'll figure it out. If we... one dispenser. Go here. Dispenser pointing down. One of those. One of those. Then all we need... I mean, ideally I'd like a repeater to go in there, and then we just need TNT, probably? It's been a while since I played with TNT. This could go horribly wrong. But that's part of the fun! Right. Oh, TNT. That's handy. Goes in, that goes in, and one repeater. Plus one regular stone button should do us. Let's offload some inventory. Just to remind you, your life earnings don't determine your actual value in any way. Nope, absolutely not. Although my life earnings and my actual value are probably about the same. Not a lot. I have no idea whether this will work. I'm a little bit afraid to try it. Ow! Damn. Fireworks rockets. So, one repeater. He doesn't have TNT machines. What could go wrong? I just remember why I haven't been on the server in a while. Oh. I'm just gonna... I can dispense a gold block, right? And that was to this point. That seems to work. And I just broke the glass with a... Let's go up top. Ow! Ooh, blue. But sure, in terms of those most likely to succeed survey, it does definitely part. Maybe. Oh. TNT. Do I put it all in or just one? Just one will be enough. Let's see what happens. I mean, in theory, so if I was putting a diamond block in, it'd go in like that. release. It goes into the item stream, goes up, comes down. Sits in the water. Dome block gone. Also, possibly knocked the thing out. It shouldn't break any blocks because it's in water. Does that work? Did I build a thing that works? I'm a little bit worried. Ouch. I mean, technically there's people in chat who have got redemptions that this could be used for. Hopefully no one does. A $25 donation, or pound donation, would mean 1 dome block. Oh, this is a very deep conversation. I want to do a 1 hour word ban. Okay, Rocky, we can do that. I mean, you have five pound or dollar donations. We can certainly do that. Word ban XL. Pick a word to ban for 1 hour. So that can decline a word, ask for another. But yep, go on. Go on, Rocky. Hit me with your best shot. I'm going to regret this, aren't I? Banned word is damn it. Really? Set a timer for 1 hour.
Sure. 1 hour. Starting now.
Curse you. Word ban redemption. 1. There we go. You have 4 redemptions remaining. And almost in an effort to save myself some of the time of not saying that banned word, I'm going to pop to the microwave and heat my tea. Back in a moment. I told you I would be back. Did it do? Yes, Aphod. I'm not singing it or saying those words. I love that movie. Scout? Really? That's great. Well, I've put the tea in the microwave. It will beep at me in a minute. Ow! Probably do a bit of carpeting, and then we might have to take a trip to Karis's place, because I've got so much rotten flesh that I'm overloaded with shulkers. This is ridiculous. What isn't to love? Yeah. Oh, I like it too. Oh, we have 2 minutes till battle. I need to unload my stuff into the sorter and go grab my tea. We don't need any of this stuff. It's useless junk to us now. Well, for now. So, that can be sorted. And I will do some time AFKing later on the week, or probably tomorrow, just to have this sort of stuff. But, tea first, and white wool. We'll go see the man who began it, Janet, when we met in his science examit. Janet. One thing to say, and that's... Yep, I've never heard of that song in my life, have I? Right, you can go off for now, because we're heading far enough away. No, we're not. We're sleeping first. We're sleeping first. Sleep. good old sleep. Hey, Ayla. Ow. Nice to see you. How you doing, Ayla? My amazing moderator. And she's not just a moderator. She's also a streamer. That was nearly smooth if I didn't mispress the button once and have to exit a menu. I went to do my shoutouts and ended up with my sound deck. And in Ayla's position on the sound deck is... which is not what I'd want to do. Which explains why I was a little bit slow. Doing well, stayed up way too late playing video games. Ayla. I'm very, very disappointed in you. Oh, and that sound means it's time for the stream of the Raiders. Or the raid of the stream. One or the other. Oh yeah, and my dick doesn't work. I'm having to manually change scenes. Embarrassing, isn't it, when your dick doesn't work? 2 and a 1. 4:30 AM. Wow, that's a very late night for you, Ayla. You can't do that to yourself. You need your sleep. You what? It's a reference to a video. If you look up New Zealand deck advert or deck sealant. I think it's New Zealand. It's a good chuckle anyway. There's all sorts of innuendos. Because of the New Zealand way of pronouncing deck. Haley, you stayed up past when I did? Rocky is really surprised. I'd forgotten about that. I have seen it before. Okay. Yeah. Wait, what? We lost? We're going to keep playing. Because we can do this. I believe I can fly. Archer. In. Need lots of troops. Follow the link. Field your troops. Well, that didn't go to plan, did it? I wasn't even paying attention. I just assumed it would be a win with an easy difficulty when we did a 4 difficulty prior. Field your troops together and be a good team. Oh, my bot reminding people about fundraiser. Crazer, Rocky and Oz are all with their troops in early. Oh. More carpet. You know, eventually I'll have finished covering 1/4 of my base with carpet. It's going to be a while. Less epics. We had about 15 fewer troops. Oh, wow, that's a lot fewer. First battle had a lot of people that had 1 or 2 troops, and I didn't know whether they were people that joined it towards the end. That would have been the expected way of doing it. NS, welcome. Don't forget you have got a button. But I can't remember whether we've used it before. I'm sure you've used it before. It was why I was tossing reminders out. Okay. Thank you very much. See? It works. Scare the life out of me, but it works. Choo-choo. I still cannot figure out what I want for a sound. Scout, keep thinking on it. Or just ask someone who's got great ideas. Bree is amazing for ideas. And it's a Karis in the chat. Another member of the Lyfcraft server and well worth a follow. There is a link. Or even check out our YouTube. Both are solid options. If you've done one and not the other, do the one that you haven't done. I asked Bumble and... Oh. And no help. Okay. That's kind of disappointing. Not gonna lie. And surprising. Can't believe, Rocky, that you went for an hour word ban. Bit mean. They just got asked today. Oh, okay. Go tomorrow. But if by tomorrow you haven't got a response, oh, I mean, you better watch out. You better not cry. Wait. That's a Christmas song. Never mind. I'm wondering whether, when I've finished using what's in my inventory, I will turn around, realise how much I've done and be amazed at the progress. Or whether I'll just go, yeah, there's a lot more to go. Too busy pouting. Oh. What are you pouting about? Then give hell. Bumble has had a few days already. It's very disappointing. Yeah, ask Shaylin about Christmas songs. Yeah, I'm innocent. There's a story in that, isn't there? Oh, I'm pouting about not crying or shouting. Gotcha. Oh yeah, I heated my tea. Remember when I disappeared from my computer to heat my tea in the microwave and then came back with warm tea? I should drink it before it gets cold again. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's amazing. I needed that. Thank you, Rocky. The tea emote that is likely to disappear soon. There is a story behind that. There is another emote to go in its place for now. You know, until the eventual goal of becoming partnered on Twitch, and then I'll have more slots. Wait, what? Well, Rocky, you have access to another tea emote, remember? Ah, that one's staying. But the tea one might be disappearing for a while in the near future for another one to go in. And we can swap them around occasionally. Still, though, everyone needs access to the tea emote. But, like, I have to get rid of one to make room. Ow! Actually, I wonder if I can... No. I was thinking I could explode you, but no. Well, I have bad omen now. Tea emotes are very important, but I have two. Yes, coffee is also an option, Wolfie. I mean, it's not as good an option, but it's still an option. You know, if your taste buds are inferior. Stupid PvP, welcome. Thank you very much for the follow. No. Tea emotes. Scout, you also have access to the posh emote. Oh, hi. Excuse me, I just come past. Thanks, Pumba. So I will remind you, button, my emotes. So the first 5 on that list are my tier 1 emotes. And I have a new emote that's coming in. I need a slot. Yeah, but aren't tea emotes, they are tea emotes. Got you. Aren't tea emotes, they are tea emotes. Gotcha. Okay. Also, Scout, out of curiosity, when does your sub run out? I know it's due to... It must be due to run out soon. Because yours is a tier 3 that pre-gifted you. And tier 3s are expensive. Right, I can't take those. I have plans. Okay. I'm curious, but also afraid. I have infinity on this? Yes, I do. If I grab one of these. And sure, those. Let's see if we can poke a bear. Mostly to blackmail Bree, but plan B is just to pay for it. No, Scout, you don't have to do that. Tier 3 is really expensive. Bang! Ow! Cara Sophia has redeemed useless information. Okay. Hang on. Let me grab my bed and then we'll do it. Bed. I think this is the ow way. Let me find Bruce Willis's real name is Walter. There you go. Useless bit of information. Thanks, Zach. Maybe look when mine runs out. When does... I don't know if I need to know. Right, let's see. We don't actually need to go this way. But what is my real name? That was useless. Well done. Yay! I mean... Right, my base should be over here. I remember this portal. Ow! There's my base. Maybe it was directly in this direction. Ow! These rockets are very painful. No, cringy sound effects, they're the worst. I'm sorry. I kinda like them. Cringy sound effects? What are you looking for? A village. There was one in a cardinal direction. I think it's... Aha! I found it! Oh, and my bed. Not a non-cringy sound effect. Okay. Right. Do-do-do-do. They're on the hill. Ow! We'll attack them up here. I thought the villages were south. Well, this one, which we used last stream, is this direction, wherever this direction is. Bye! Like kicking them off the hill like this is fun. Whee! I do see the one over there. 2 remaining, so this guy. And... Are you picking fights with a... You can't... Hit him! Yeah! Teamwork! High five! that actually worked rather well. Kind of surprised. Maybe you should be exempt from boom rockets during raids. They could get brutal later. They could do. You are quite right. I have 28 left to go. At least I've got regular food. I now need to find these pillagers. F3B might help. Or it might not. Oh, bits. Cat! Sorry, I mean, git. They'll be coming down the mountain when they come. Maybe. Sometimes they appear in very odd places. Oh, found one. Ah, missed me. I see you. Shiver. With Oh, he's moving very quickly. He's dead. A fox. And squid that seems to be floating out the water. Now this is exactly where they become interesting, is it? Ow! This is getting painful. I don't like it. Don't like it one bit. Are you stuck in a box? Meow? Meow! I don't particularly enjoy raiding in this village. It is a bit of a pain. Seeing as I had villagers down here, it would make sense for there to be more of them. Not a clue where. And the fox runs off with the emerald in its mouth. Did it? That's kind of cool. Not gonna lie. I respect it. Hi. Not what I wanted to find, but... Oh. Okay. Sky high. Hello. Would a bell help? It might do. Although realistically, I should be able to hear them. Let's go music and sound, subtitles on. I'm not entirely sure where they are. And by that, I mean I haven't got a clue. Gonna sit here where it's relatively safe. And launch another instance of Minecraft. Because I was doing redstone earlier. We've done a little bit today. We're now having a bit of a break. And struggling to find villagers. They're somewhere around. Bear in mind, my frame rate will drop for a moment. I'm sorry. We are launching another instance of Minecraft so I can cheat a little bit. I say cheat. It's not much of a cheat just to locate them so I'm not wasting too much of your time while I'm searching. I came for redstone. You're doing more in a bit. Probably not much more redstone today. We've done something to destroy diamond blocks and something to destroy diamonds. Because that's the important things in... Wow, there's a lot of mobs around here. Oh. Found one. Here's... Over here. Ow, that's kind of painful. Hello. Stand still, please. Damn it. No! Okay, Google, reset my timer.
Alright, resetting for 1 hour, starting now.
What? Sorry, Rocky, I failed. I was doing so well. Stand still. Well, he was kind of disappointing. Remaining 2. Back here. Zach, you remember that I love you, right? Why? Why do I need to be reminded? What are you about to do? Why am I a little bit afraid? Oh no, Ayla. What? What is Ayla doing? What are you sorry for? Me or Ayla? There's a lot of mobs in caves underneath, but that's not what we're looking for. Clips. Faint. Oh dear. Me, I was sorry because I failed the word ban and I've had to reset the timer. Oh dear. Okay. Let's Oh, I see. I see what you clipped. That's fine. That's okay. You said you were sorry for something. I was distracted. Yep, because I failed at the word ban and I had to reset, and now I've got to go for another hour. I can't figure out where these pillagers must be. They're not doing a very good job of pillaging town. And unfortunately, there's so many mobs in caves, etc. I can't tell where pillagers might be. Oh! Found them! This would be fun. Possibly. Ah! What's the new word ban? Yeah. Rocky got it. Bang. Found the villagers. Pillagers. Hello. Oh, they're escaping. Stop escaping. Stop it. It's rude. Come back. And fight me like a man. Bang. We need to try and spot where they're coming from. But at the same time, I also want to sleep. Ominous horns. That way. Found them. Rocky DMs. Oh dear. Why do I feel like I'm not going to enjoy this? Pillager murmurs. Pillager mumbles. Oh. Stand still. Erratic movements. Ah, there we go. Oh, come on. Hello. Oh! I didn't realise he was there. He's a lot scarier than the rest of them. Oh, come on. How many shots do I need to hit one? It's annoyingly close. Finally! One remaining. Done. Take the emerald. Some XP. Back to the roof. Ouch. Where we can try and tell where sounds are coming from. Ominous horn blares over that way. That's not too bad. Don't forget troops, we need 30 more. Yes! As Scout says. Remember, if you do the link command !battle, then everyone gets the link. If you want to remind people, Scout, you're doing a grand job. I'll thank you. Oh wow, that was quite a good shot. That was terrible. That was better. Which is on the hill. Oh. Would you like some help, sir? You're welcome. You're not angry with me, are you? Good. Because if so, that'd be very upsetting. There you go, Scout. Command works. And, that's right, just stand still. There. We're on foot, which is potentially dangerous. Hello! Oh. Oh! When they get that close, you kind of need to hit them. That's just rude! Let's get up in the air. Let this explode before my health is low from poison. On the hill, oh, that way. Hello. What are my chances of hitting something from this kind of... Oh, not very good. But also the chance of them sending Vex after me is pretty low. Was that B I just saw? It is! Don't hit the B. Whatever you do, don't hit the B. This works. Dreams! Welcome! Like shooting fish in a barrel. Well, or pillagers standing directly underneath you, realising this is as close as they can get to you. Tall spruce trees. Kind of works. Slightly out of range of them hitting me. Is that an evoker that's travelling very, very quickly? It looks like it. Da-da, da-da, and da-da. Yep, evoker. Broken things. Be dead things. Or at least be a tiny hit from death. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, that was kind of scary. But it worked! It worked, I told you! We also need to be aware that we can't run out of rockets because we're going to get home. Ominous horn from that way. Omnibus. Omnibus? You know what I mean. Words are hard. You need to go down. No, I don't. It's fine. What is it? That and they're less scary from up here. See? Much easier. And less scary. Boop. And a boop. And a boop. Oh, it's a bee! Nope! You don't! I didn't see how much that notification was for. Can someone tell me? This is not the time. That donation sound for Great Ormond Street Hospital is... I need to... One remaining. Right, you can wait for a moment, right? You're not... Please eat some spider eyes. Let me just check my page. Danielle! Okay. Danielle wants spider eyes. Danielle... Spider eyes. Have to be after I finish this raid. Because I haven't got any with me. It's £5. Hi! Ow! Rude. It's time to duel.
Psst, Zach. It's battle time.
£5. Yes, pounds. Sort of. Don't write it like that, but yeah, I understand that you don't have the pound sign. We do need to do stream raiders, which I have to manually change for some reason. And yes, there is scary mobs, which I will handle. Whilst you kick... Ooh, 30 against 36. That's close numbers. £24 against 12. I think we got this. Kind of, I don't have the UK sign for pound. Yep, understood. In which case, probably less confusing if you say GBP. We won. Which means, open captain chest, Aladar gets some bonus archers, back to the map. Ooh, tier 14. Buster scrolls for me. Oh, and some Centurion scrolls. Perfect. Before selecting big boss fight. This is the big scary one that requires as many epics as possible and lots of troops. So please field them. Please. Right, we have... Gotta take out the... Yep, I got him. Guy on top. Couldn't think of the name. Ding. Got him. I'm not too worried about the Ravagers. I'm more worried about the evokers. Evokers? The ones that spawn Vexes. Scary guys. And bing! Oh, I missed. I thought it was going to be a pro shot. It wasn't. That was. Keep an eye out for the... Hello. Not what I was particularly worried about, but sure. There might be... Ah, there we go. What are they called? Toes are Undying. Let's head over here, where it is relatively safe. Right, and I saw something darting around. That's an illusion. No, not an illusion. Evoker! That wasn't what I was expecting. That is not what I was expecting. And there is Enderman teleporting. I hope it's not angry with me. Let's just land. Take a breather. Let my health go up. Reassure myself that the Enderman isn't angry with me. Then we'll go deal with Speedy Gonzalez down there. Let me know. He's so quick. Nope. Gotcha. Nope. No, you don't. No, you don't. Victory! No idea what the Vexes are. Ow. I don't technically need to fight these guys. Technically. Ah! I will. The enemy is probably running in the rain. Probably. But I was looking around a bit, so... Nothing wrong with being Nothing wrong with being afraid of an Enderman. Enderman are scary. Right, I would like, if you don't mind, a Vex head. I'm not going to get one, am I? Let's just go home and rethink our lives. Ouch! I believe this is home. Or the direction of home. Be right back. Go to check my package again. Your package? Have you ordered something? Bang. Right, so Danielle redeemed spider eyes, which I believe is half a stack of spider eyes. Let's see. Waste not, want not. 16 spider eyes. Okay. We can do that. Which means I can't eat anything else until I've eaten at least 16 spider eyes. And spider eyes, upon testing, I found out can be food. So those go in, so you can't eat them if you're hungry, which I'm not. But they're also poisonous. So there's pros and cons. You know, you win some, you lose some. I got a few saddles. Go away. Definitely go away. Dup, dup, dup. Pillager heads. And crossbows. Remember, guys, we need those troops. No! I just threw my bow. That's my bow. I want that. What was a silly thing to do? Luckily I threw a crossbow in first. Could have been pretty bad. Let's see, 1 pillager head. Anonymous banners we don't need. 1 shovel. 1 bed. Total Undying, which we used up a few of not that long ago. Right, time to sleep. That wasn't too bad. No bed buds. I'm just going to drink my tea because it's cold again. And grab some regular rockets for when I finally got rid of these blast ones. Bang! Not annoying at all. We have eat and eat. So I've filled up my saturation, but I'm now poisoned. We have this water to clear, which I'm kind of keen to do. We could finish off that surround, and then this area is much simpler to dig down. So if we get some gravel, and we'll get some sponges. There we go. Saturation full. 12 spider eyes. There was no package. Looks like I'm not painting today. Ah, painting supplies. I did ask as soon as you went what you were hoping to receive. Let's see. Gravel. 4, 5, 6 stacks will take. And some sponges. 1 stack. Bang! So we're obviously going sideways rather than lengthways, which is fine. I have a work social in 10 minutes. It's supposed to be a painting social. Oh, that's different. I don't think I've ever heard of someone doing that. I've heard of paintballing as social things for work. Although paintballing in a COVID world, probably not going to happen. Yes, let's encourage more mixing with people. Boop, boop, boop. Working. Nicely. Oh yeah, I forgot regular blocks. Because I will want to put something between the sponges. So I suppose we do a little bit of digging over here. We can use grass. One moment. I failed to mute my microphone. Sorry. Painting as in caves, not walls. Cave painting would be an interesting one for work. But not everyone has access to a cave. So you have to consider that. Equal opportunity. Painting as in canvas, not walls. That makes more sense. Although you have to admit, my way of interpreting that was pretty cool. It works. Wow, you sneezed like everyone else. How horrible of you. Yep. Not horrible. More of a... I try and mute myself when I have bodily functions. 3, 4... No, was it just 3? And then Bunch. Yeah, that seems about right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, lily pad. Sponge. 3. Not all of us are willing to share our burps online. Boop. 1, 2, 3, and a boop. And I'm hungry. Not sure if I'm hungry enough to warrant poisoning myself, but I'm hungry. That and I need to get rid of these spider eyes at some point. Now's as good a time as ever. Boop. 1, 2, 2, 3. Boop. Oh. Boop and boop. That worked, surprisingly. Means I can take down a little bit more gravel and tidy up that wall. I'm sorry to hear that, KB. Perhaps you can find better ones. Ones you enjoy more. Boop is a perfectly legitimate way of dealing with blocks. Boop. You boop it. Like hitting it, but gently and lovingly. I was playing GTA 5 and they said press Alt F4. Well, that's a bit mean. But now you know, it's just one of those things. Actually, is quite a common troll that people will use that one. So now you know for the future. Oops. I just found out the social got cancelled. Looks like I was not the only one who didn't get my supplies. Oops. Perhaps the person organising it? Who else didn't get the supplies, or you expect a lot? And that's why they cancelled. I don't know why the wall was... Oh, of course, because this steps out from the wall. Which means, technically, this would be the place to dig to. Could be worse. Could have deleted System 32. I did that when I was little. I thought, well, I'm not using that file. But it wasn't a troll. It was just me going... I'm running out of space. Looking through things going, oh, I don't open that. I think it must have been like 5 or 6. I deleted something that was important. Oops. But it was a computer that was spare. And then I learned how to fix it. So, you know, you learn from mistakes. And that's how I view all of my previous relationships. Got rescheduled for the first of the year. Well, I'm sure the first of the year everyone will be catching up about how their Christmases went. Actually sounds like a pleasant social. Boop, boop. Don't forget, guys, we need those troops with not many minutes left. There's only 15 minutes left to field them. But this is the big boss battle where you get the big rewards. Oh, and I could close down my camera account to give my computer a little bit of a break. I learnt that way too, but it was before Windows had System 32 or Windows. Oh! Well, my first Windows computer was Windows 3.1. But my first computer would have been a BBC Micro. I drew a permanent marker on my mum's wardrobe she got from my grandma, who is now dead. Yep, I'm sure everyone was very pleased. I love Win XP. Too hard to kill it. Well, okay, 2 stories. I feel like I should do this properly. Story 1 is relating to permanent marker. There's a story in my family where my sister, when she was little, was encouraged by my brother, who was, 7 years older than her, that everyone would think it was really clever if she wrote her name on the wall. And so my sister, when she was little, wrote her name on the wall behind the curtain. And of course, this was discovered eventually. And my parents said, "Did you write your name on the wall?" Her response, classic child response of, "No." So you're saying someone else wrote your name on the wall in pen behind the curtains. We don't discuss age. I'm hoping you're joking. Because if you're 13, I think what the rules are, I think at 13 you can watch Twitch, but you have to be watching it with a parent. And if you're not watching it with a parent, you shouldn't be on this platform. Unfortunately. Mine was TRS 80, then Apple IIe, then C64 and the DOS box and Windows 4 workgroups. Wow. Yeah. All things that I have used. Except the Apple IIe, funnily enough. Which my parents had, but it had gone by the time I came around. I think when the Apple IIe came out, it'd be 81? Yeah, okay, KB. We still don't talk about chat for other reasons as well. Oh, that goes there. Because unfortunately, not everyone online is a good person, and I worry about people's details being used against them. So I ask that people keep chat out, keep age out chat. No, sorry, not the TRS-80. What trash? DOSBox C64, which C64 is Spectrum C60. Wait, Spectrum C64. That rings a bell, but I can't remember. The other reason that we don't talk about talk about age is just because I start to feel old. And we don't want that, because then I get depressed. Well, I don't want that. You guys might find it amusing. Until the chat gets killed. Boop. Thank you, Ayla. Commodore. Right. So I had a Commodore 64, but not for very long. The one that my dad picked up. And I can't remember where he got it from. We had it for a short time. I might have sold it. We're going to use sponges unnecessarily. But I'm not too worried about it. As long as we remove the water, we're good. So we picked up a Commodore 64 with loads of software. I didn't use it. I used a BBC micro, A type and B type. Oh, revision A and revision B. We had one of each. My dad threw it out a number of years ago. Not a long time ago. But he threw it out. I was like, well, you weren't using it. It was just sitting in the spare room. It was like, yep, you realise how much that's probably worth. And it wasn't yours. It's mine. Yeah, but you weren't using it. But that's not the point. I was upset for quite a while, and I'm still a little bit bitter about it, if I'm honest. Can you tell? I still have all of mine and keep them in working order. My BBC was in working order. What's worse, I think he just took it to a dump, which is particularly depressing because like that was in really good condition, looked after, and worth money, and yeah. There you go. Someone at the dump probably picked it up and maybe sold it. Sorry, I say dump. Recycling centre. I've picked up things that are worth a lot more than people give them credit for, and there's been other stories I know of. So, let me think. There was another story I remember. I forgot what the other there was two stories I was supposed to go to, but one dropped out of my head. This side be knocked down. Hey, spider. I'm going to go this way with my exploding rockets. There, we're down to 3 spider eyes. Thank you very much for that follow, Luna. Had a 2 megahertz processor, 16 KB of RAM. What a beast. But it was 32 kilobytes sideways ROM. Meaning you could have 16 kilobytes per program. Didn't have to turn one off to load the other. Now I was heading to the orange wing. Also get rid of one more. That's red wing. I knew that. What was I thinking? Oh, so another story. Now, I'm going to geek out a little bit. I'm a little bit of a hi-fi nerd, and I like my speakers. I have Tannoy dual concentrics, which are pretty good. In that you find that most recording studios in the world will have as a set of monitor speakers either Antec 304Zs or Tannoy dual concentrics. Yeah, I know, I'm definitely nerding out. And I have a pair of Tannoy dual concentrics. Yeah. Now, I know of someone who worked at the charity shop not far from me where we were talking about Tannoys, and she went, yeah, we had a pair of them. I worked out she had a pair of Tannoy Arden speakers. Oh, right. What did you do with them? I inquired. To which she said, well, we were redecorating. They didn't really look too good with the furniture anymore, so we thought we'd get rid of them. They're old speakers. I mean, they're from like 1978, 1979. Yeah, I know. That'd be about the right time. So what did you do with them? My husband took them to the recycling centre and just threw them in a skip. To which my response was, what? You're joking, right? No. He threw them away. And for reference, a pair of nice 15-inch dual concentrics, probably worth about £4,000. He just threw them in a skip or a trash can, whatever Americans would call it. Yep, £4,000 worth of speakers. Ouch. Oh, I wish I was walking past that skip that day. It's definitely time to sleep. Then we can see about finishing these rockets. And I'll grab sponges. There. Back to a stack. Ouch! Faceplant. Right. The spider eye is gone. I can now eat regular food! What a luxury. Dumpster likely. Oh, yeah, that'd probably be the right term for it. Or what you would call. Yeah, dumpster would be the right term. Large metal container for throwing of trash. Normally in bulk. Yeah, so I was rather surprised. I didn't tell her how much they were worth. I was like, oh, that's a shame. They're really nice speakers. Probably worth, yeah, a little bit. Super. Thank you very much for that follow. Cringy. Yep. That's me. I do things like that. It's very embarrassing. I should be ashamed. I'm not. Nope. Give me one moment. Let me just check something. Okay. Doop and a doop and a doop. Just closing down a couple things. And there. Just reducing my load on my computer a little bit. Cause, I don't know. Not terrible. Occasionally frames dropping down a little bit low. Oh well. Unfortunately, can't do much about it. It is what it is. Hi. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted to get in. Boop. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going across, doing this. Breaking up is cam account off. Sounds fine here, Wolfie. Cam account is off, has been off for a while. Thank you, Scout, for reaffirming. It's one of those things that whenever you get one person saying there's issues, you go, is there? I don't know. And it could be that one person, or it could be everyone. So when you see someone saying, oh, there's a problem with sound, if you're not experiencing issues with sound, it's incredibly helpful to let the streamer know. Whether that's me or any other streamer, I don't think anyone would object to that. Oh, and nearly out of oxygen. Must be the crappy lap. Maybe. Apparently I dropped a couple frames like 40 minutes ago. That's what I just saw. I went, oh, okay, have a look at that. But 40 minutes ago was about the time I loaded up my camming out. So it's hardly surprising. I fear about this battle. Oh dear. Please, guys, field those troops. Let me do the command for you, because I know it was not that long ago since Scout did it. So it might be 19 seconds. 13 seconds. Among Us. O2 is sabotage. It is when you're underwater. Definitely. And time to battle. I'm just going to stand on this lily pad because it's the best place to stand for a good view of the battlefield. Maybe. 44 troops. It's respectable. I mean, some of you guys have been really busy. Wolfie, particularly. I, on the other hand, only fielded one troop. Partly that's because I'm inferior. Partly because I'm only allowed to field one. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. 33 against 24. Ooh. I don't know. I'm actually doing repair. I'm helping. 22 against 12. This could work, but these guys are rather scary over here. And, more importantly, takes a lot of troops. This is... Whatever happens here, it'll be close. Okay. 16 allies left, 0 enemies. We won! Yep, we did. Well, it was quite scary. Shaylin at the top. Me second. That's rare. Rarely am I second. But it was a long battle, in which case a tank works well. New map. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1 mystery 3. Let's go with mystery to start. Which is scary. Ooh. There's a clam. Remember, this is a defensive area, so you can't move out of it for a while. Try and place your troops close together. So if you can field them around me, that would be amazing. Please, thanks. Defend me, meat shields. Human meat shields, that's what we need. Oh, and manual scene change for some reason. I have to fix that later. There. It dips off again. And we'll go grab some gravel. No problem. Just use up the 17 we've got. I mean, technically I can use dirt, but I like using gravel. Oh, I had another stack. Well, most of a stack. You guys do an amazing job of fielding your troops around mine. Spirits win with an epic bone flag bearer. Nice. Ooh. Rocket. Ow. Thanks, Ozza. Trench run and stop. Not quite. I meant to be slightly over that way. Where? I can't reach. Gravel. Boop, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ow. Thanks, Ozza. Welcome. Welcome. Why are you using rockets that hurt? 3 left. So, I set up a few challenges that people could redeem by way of donating to a charity. And Ozza picked one that requires me to use a stack of fireworks rockets and not just rockets. I have 2 left. Every one hurts. And it apparently was well worth the £5 he donated for it. Because it's lasted for 2 hours of fun. You guys have been amazing donating, especially on a first stream for it where I've never done a charity thing before, and I was terrified that if I did something like this, it would backfire and I'd get to March going, well, I've raised nothing. But just hang my head in shame. So you guys have been incredible. Let's see. Ooh. And 1, 2, 3. And 3. I kind of prefer doing this from above, but then it requires crouching, which is slower. but less painful to aim. Because when you're trying to hit the side of a block when that block is moving in your field of vision, it's difficult. 3 and 2, 3 and oh, not quite. I messed that up slightly. 1, 2, 3 and ta-da and ta-da. We'll just do this a bit more haphazardly. And we're done. Perfect. Giving me flashbacks to draining an ocean monument. It's not too bad. I've drained a few ocean monuments. This definitely isn't too bad. Although, if I end up draining another ocean monument, I'll probably use a 0-tick pusher. And lots of sand. Especially now gravity blocks are so easy to farm. With piglin trading, you get gravel up, coming out the wazoo. That's the technical term for it. 5-minute reminder, place troops if you haven't. Scout, you're amazing. Lady, welcome. Still messes with my mind when I see the water on here because it's so clear. Yeah, my texture pack is slightly clearer water because when you're streaming, it always comes over a little bit dark. And as well as that, I'm in a swamp and I hate the colour of the water. So a little bit cleaner is welcome. Hi, Spirit Wind. Thank you for helping so much in Stream Raiders. I saw that epic go in for this battle. And I appreciate it. Don't need to drain them anymore to make decent farms. No, not necessarily. Although, sometimes it's not about the most efficient, but about the design that you want to do. So I've built farms that I've known could be better. Or more efficient, but not cared too much because, well, I have a particular design in my head that I want to do. Hey Creeper, nice to see you. Hello. Ta-da. Right, we need to get home. Ouch. Just one more rocket. Just one more. The blue water pack improves the swamp water more than the clear water, in my opinion. Maybe? Do you have channel point predictions, Zach? I don't know, to be honest. I know it's a thing that was being rolled out to some people, but not all. I don't know whether it's available to everyone now, and I haven't seen it. Oh, burn that rocket. I will, as soon as I can. Bang! Yay! Oh, wow, that's a lot of mobs. Oh, let's go that way. We want these guys to despawn. Ta-da! They've despawned! Like magic. Which means I can take out this wall. We get finished on the draining of water. We can move on to doing that bit of oh, there's only a tiny bit left to do. I stopped because of the water hitting in the way. Well, the builds look great. Thank you very much, Spirit. Just a little base I'm working on. It is one that requires a lot of work, so I've been lucky enough that other members of the server, including Ozza, who's in chat, and Karis, who was in chat, I don't know if she's still there, have both helped with digging at my base. But there's a lot more to be done. It's basically 18 by 18 chunk area to dig out, which includes 4 witch huts that have all been converted into witch farms, and a giant mob farm in the middle. What are point predictions? So it's sort of like I think it's gambling with your channel points. I got a message saying that predictions are for all now. Okay. It's not something I'm particularly worried about, to be honest. I don't know how much interest I have in it. I will probably investigate it more at some point. But for now, while I haven't got an idea for what to do with it, I'm happy to see how other people utilise it and then consider what options might work for me. But we have so many things that I've been adding and trying to develop what I'm doing here on Twitch. And while I'm still a relatively novice streamer, I'm getting better, hopefully. And trying to improve it day by day with new commands, new bits and pieces that I add, and charity things, and sound effects, and buttons that allow me to do things. Including things... Hang on. Did I add a command for... Not a command. Redemption for... Extended ad break, yeah. Things like that are added to my stream deck, and now I can just go, yep, I'll do that without 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, without having to go into control panel. Eventually I might know what I'm doing, but not anytime soon. But I appreciate you all being here while I'm learning, so that one day I can be a professional. Well, maybe not professional, but at least not so derpy. Yep. This is the width that the area I need to clear, which isn't that wide, surprisingly. Alright, chat. We are 10 minutes in. Be thinking about what next units to place. Tanks and archers behind, I would say. Or tanks at the front, archers behind. Remember, anywhere you place within that purple zone on Stream Raiders, your characters cannot move for the first bit of the battle. So think carefully about placement and location. This is 4 deep, so I could do 3 at a time doing this, but it doesn't particularly help. So I might as well just do 2 and 2. It gets me out of the water sooner. And the sooner I'm out of the water, the sooner I can breathe. Also, Rocky, if you're still in chat, just remember I have 1 minute and 15 seconds to avoid saying that word. I'm actually doing okay. Do we need units between the Leviathan and its food? The Leviathan's favourite food will trigger a feeding frenzy if eaten. Defend from attackers or will massively buff enemies. So I don't think you can destroy the oyster in the middle, the food. You just have to kind of get between it and the Leviathan. Or try and take out the Leviathan before it gets there. Need melee more than tanks. The crabs are weak to melee. Oh! See, this is why we have people like Shaylin in chat. Amazing people that can hold my hand and tell me what I'm saying that's wrong. Which is most of the stuff I say. Nearly there. Oh, I only went up to the stairs. Technically, I need to go past the stairs. Time finished, Rocky. I finished your 1 hour word ban. Damn it. Look at Shay learning how the game works and stuff. Yeah, you wouldn't catch me doing that. That's far too much hard work. This looks about 5 wide. One, two, three, four, 5. I said about, not exactly. So we could clear this corner and then go from there. Proud of you. Thanks. You hear that, Mum? See, someone's proud of me. I'm joking. My mum is very proud of me. She's the only one that seems to know how amazing I am. Well, one of the few. Oh, that's a wet sponge I placed, isn't it? I was saying how amazing I am, and then I just placed a wet sponge in water and expected it to soak up. I pick my units by how I like their appearance. Good choice. So, swap those and those. Might work better. Aha! See? And that's how we clear water. By spamming sponges. Does she say you're special? Yes. Wait. Are you implying... Rude. Also possibly accurate. We've got round the water. Which is a pleasant surprise. Thanks, Alfie. Can't believe it, but we're already halfway through. The monsters look particularly nasty. We need all of the units you could spare. Oops. I fell in the hole. That was embarrassing. Professional Minecraft, eh? Oops. Also, technically I don't need 2 blocks ledge. Right, we have all the sponges that we should have. Oh, calls me special then talks about someone named Ed. Huh? I'm confused. I don't understand. Can't do a... Oh, 27 sponges, more than I thought I had. Go with 1 there. 1, 2, 3. Add. We can clear this row. Then go back for another stack. Oh, special ed. Gotcha. Wait, what? Oh, no! I was supposed to change...
Psst. Zach is a cutie. Pass it on.
Thanks, Danielle. So, Babes, you managed a second word bank because I forgot to change the limit. Damn it! I can say that now, alright? Okay, Google. Set a timer for 30 minutes.
Okay, 30 minutes. And that's starting now.
And I can't say what I'm holding.
5 ingredients.
Hey, Core!
Cointreau.
Oh.
Lime juice, ice, kosher salt.
How you doing, Core? Nice to see you. And I hope you're enjoying your margarita. Or whatever her name is. Oh no! I'm out of sponges and I've still got... Oh, water to do. Well, I'm not going to lose any. Until I break them. Wait. Did I just say it there? I'm enjoying the best entertainment there is. Really? Oh, is Tab still online? Good. Reset my timer.
Okay, resetting for 30 minutes, and we're starting now.
Got it. Got that. Got that. Right. Another set of porous things. Aha! See? I outwitted you all there. Boop. And a boop. And a... What was I doing up here? Oh yeah. Sponges. Just want to clear this bit. And then we'll have exactly 2 stacks of sponges in my inventory. Wet or cold. Not wet or cold. Oh, I said it again. No, you don't. Tabs offline, the best attempt there is. It's you! Clearing a swamp with, yes, the banned word. Reset my timer.
Sure, resetting for 30 minutes, and we're starting now.
Thanks, Bames.
Oh, stop it! Oh, you did it again! I did it! I did it! Oh, I did it again! I did it again!
This might be a struggle. 10 minutes ago, place away! Thank you, everyone. I really want to win this before I head home from work. Wait, you're at work playing Stream Redders? Scout, I respect you more than ever. And I didn't think that was possible. And you're right, so I thought I could carry a hoe. That would be sensible. It's downstairs. Realistically, though, it's not a huge amount of effort. I'm not overly worried. I am the IT guy. I do what I want. Yeah, IT guy means your job is to say, have you turned it off and on again? Or is it turned on at the plug? Which question did you ask first, remind me? Boop and a boop. And if anyone asks what you're doing, important network stuff. They don't know what you mean, it's fine. I shall take my gravel and place it over there, where it's wanted. Needed. Have you tried resetting your modem? Yeah, my biggest problem with tech support is that rarely do they allow you to point out that you know what you're talking about. And I did a bit of freelance IT stuff in my time, and so I know a little bit, not a lot, but enough to get by. And if I'm calling you, it means that you need to fix the problem because I've checked it already. So I've phoned up before and gone, right, my internet is not working, for example. I have swapped over to the spare router just to make sure, changed cables on my end just in case it was a broken cable, and I've even changed microfilters just in case. I'm not suspecting it to be a problem. It's still not working. It's definitely on your end. Please, can you fix it? Oh, well, we can't do anything until we run through this with you to make sure that, you know, the error's not on your end. Okay, right. Well, we're asking you to turn off and on the router. It's like, I've already done that. I've tried a different router. It still doesn't work. I promise you, I've already done that step. Ah, yeah, but we have to go through it with you on the phone, otherwise it doesn't count. What? And it's at that point that I grab the phone, run round to where the tech support people are. I don't know which city they're in, probably Birmingham. And basically shove the phone where it don't shine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm salary management, head of quality and IT. The other person here does IT. I replaced 3 people over time. I have saved hundreds of thousands of dollars over the last decade through automation. They don't care what I do as long as everything works. Fair enough. Sounds familiar. Mm-hmm. We've all been there. Have you tried resetting your mode? Danielle? Literally have to, though. They have a script they're required to follow. I usually think as dumb as you. Yeah, I know. Zach, sorry, I'm so tired I can't spell apparently. Yes, you can. Apparently. You got it spot on. See, I can do smart ass comments. Sorry. Five minutes left. Place your final units, everyone. 5 minutes. Wow, that's gone by quickly. What? How? How is another half an hour gone? Yeah, 4 minutes, 58 seconds. You're quite right. I'm just surprised. Pleasantly surprised, though, because this does look like a difficult fight, but I haven't checked what difficulty all of the enemies are at. They could all be level 1s for all I can tell. I can just see there's a lot of enemies, and it scares me. They ask you to try these things before phoning them, then have to do it again when you phone them. Yep. Gotta go now. KB, thank you for joining us and hope to see you again. Doop, 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 doop. Oh. Yeah. Not a lot more gravel to do. We can do this strip, and then I'm probably going to have a break and do a little bit of carpeting, because carpeting is important. I'm out for the night, ladies. Zach, take care, Aston Queen. Thank you for dropping in, and it was lovely to see your name dropping onto the server. And while she's there, reminds me, there is a button on my deck. There we go. Oh. That is Aston Queen's Twitch. It doesn't have a link to her YouTube, but if you look down the panels below, there is a section under About that says Lyfcraft and links to all the members. If you click on Lyfcraft team, or whatever the wording is, you can then grab everyone's link, including Iceland's Queen. Iceland Queens. Right. Sponge. Oh! Damn it. Reset the timer.
Sure. For how long?
Never mind.
No problem. Nothing's been set.
Reset the timer?
Alright, resetting for 30 minutes.
I thought I wanted
now.
another timer. No. I'm happy with the timer I've got. I just want you to start it again. Well, actually, I don't want you to start it again. So what is the Stream Raiders thing? So, Stream Raiders is a browser-based game where I pick a field that we play on and place a troop for battle, and you guys have half an hour to place more troops to join mine, and every half an hour we click start battle and fight. So if I have to do it manually because my button's broken. I pick this battle arena and everyone's been fielding troops, and once the timer runs up we click start battle, which will be there, or if they'll forget one or the other, and our troops fight the enemy, and if we win we get scrolls and upgrade items basically. It's not drown. Much better. Actually, I don't need to eat. Boop. Boop. I always fear when you say, tell me that my dinner just got messed up. That's why I've been getting in the habit of muting my microphone when I do that command. I mean, I forget sometimes. And by sometimes, I mean quite often. But I'm making an effort. And that's what counts. I've tried to stop killing people. I mean, I'm making an effort not to. Then that's what counts, right? Says the convicted killer. That's pretty cool. Yep, I agree. That's why I enjoy playing it. Because there's something to do together. Rachel makes Zack the Dragon feel loved by giving them a big hug. Thanks. Seconds to go. Really? Seconds? Oh, 17. I need to be careful not to forget to pick up any of these lovely items that I can't say what they're called. And I don't think I've got that much time to break them all. If only I had a hoe. I've been adding units, but I wasn't sure what the point of adding them was. Well, that's very much appreciated. It's...
Psst, Zach. It's
Ooh,
battle
that's the
time.
sound of Tabitha in my ear. Which means, let's switch scenes. By manually pressing the button. So we have 56 troops. I have no idea how many they have. But we can beat them. Oh, 68. Maybe we're wrong. We'll see. Oh, 6. Oh, even numbers. I think we got this. But the time to place units for our battles ended. Stick around and watch the battle be played out. Yes. Wow, that went rather well. I'm pleasantly surprised. Open Captain's chest. Rocky and Zaphod. Now, I'm not going to pick another battle because I'm very, very keen to get out of this little trench before something drops in here and kills me. Especially when it says skeleton rattles. We had exactly 2 stacks of these beautiful greeny yellow things when we entered. 2 stacks, perfect. Oh, I might as well see where that skeleton is. Hello. Hello. You know what? No? On my own? My name on the thing is different from my Twitch username. Oh, okay. That's unusual. Because normally you log in with Twitch. Bommy, welcome. Well, there's a lot of mobs. Let's go find somewhere relatively safe. Actually, relatively safe. Might as well be on top of the mob farm. Which sounds like a terrible place to be if it wasn't a contained mob farm. Which it is, so that's fine. I am sitting here at 9:15 at night. It's my bedtime soon. So I'm going to say thank you so much for being here. Please don't run away though. I really need to do this outro where I say you guys are amazing. I know I still have 25 minutes left on my banned word. Oops. And I kind of failed. If you could stay around, I would very much appreciate it so we could raid off to a friend. Let me just see who's online. Ooh. This is my go home time from work. Ah. Give me a moment. Ah. Why not go for someone a little bit different? Go for someone big, but amazing. Stress Monster is streaming, and I've never raided her. So if I could send you guys over, be amazing to her as you are always to be. Send her some love. I must always also remember to plug my Twitter because I'm getting close to 200 follows. And that's really amazing. My Discord, which is growing every day. And you guys are amazing. Let's go over, send some love to Stress Monster. Let's do a a raid call, because that sound effect needs to be done. And then a raid stress monster. Go over there, spam my emotes in her chat. Be amazing. And show us some love. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye. Oh, there. I mispressed. I'm just waiting for the numbers to count up. 27? But it should be 32. Have good sleep. Thank you, lady. 28? That looks good. No, Ozza, I can't say that word. But you can. Bye-bye.
Everyone.